Hey everybody, back with a new figure for me. I'm not sure how old this figure is as far as the Mcfarlane releases, but I just got it. It's the Batman Prestige suit from Arkham Knight, and I've wanted this armor since getting this figure, the regular Arkham Asylum Batman figure. This Arkham Asylum, this was the first Mcfarlane figure I bought collecting Mcfarlane Batmans. I had bought, I think, the Batman and a couple of figures in that group. They happened to be Mcfarlane's, but I wasn't really collecting Mcfarlane. It's also the first one I had really extensively repainted, and also adding a second market cape to. This is a Batgirl 31 cape, which is very dramatic and was not hard to mount to the neck. As you can see, it was just a cowl and an easy neck fix. But this new guy, I haven't settled on a secondary market cape yet, for a couple of reasons. One, let's turn this guy around. This is an incredibly dramatic cape sculpt. I really like that sculpt for the Mcfarlane plastic capes. I'm not big on them because they're a little bit more like a sculpture, and I don't really collect sculptures, but I like this cape for now. I have not repainted it. I have not accented it. There's a lot I haven't done with it because it's just not, I'm not settled on it yet, but I like it. Do I want a big, wired cape like that? Sure. I'd much rather see this guy be, just all out and about. However, I have repainted him. I've added a lot of the metallic parts. The figure came very simple. It was black and gray with a gold belt and a gold bat and a face paint, and wasn't much to it. It was enough to satisfy, I think, the second or third release of the figure sculpt. But I think the gold, when I saw the gold bat, I went, what is this? Mcfarlane going crazy with colors. Until I found out that in the game that he's in, if you get to a certain level, you get this skin, this suit. I don't play the games. It puts me in a massive disadvantage to knowing a lot of this. So you guys that do play, sorry, apologies. You can correct me. That will not hurt my feelings. It'd be nice to know some details about that. But I went in and I saw like some cosplay suits, which looked fantastic online. I really got some details, right down to little nuts and bolts on things. There's little screws and things on the armor. So I went and painted that and tried to give him a much more rounded look. Also, like the colors on the belt, that was black with metal brackets there that closed and opened it. Some of the details on the arm, you can see that. I kind of indulged in a couple of places. I think the blades on the arm are more silver. I kind of highlighted the knuckles. I like the knuckles to show, And the thing I did, and I hope you can see it pretty well, is I weathered the living crap out of him. I mean, I wanted like he'd been out fighting crime for a while since this one. Like if this is one story and this is a later suit, this is a later, time frame, and he has been beating the crap out of crooks, and they've been beating the crap out of him, and it's got dings and dents and scratches, and I think I even took a toothbrush and did a dot pattern. I dirtied it. I took some powder coats and brushed some powders to bring out, like, he's got, he's a fiber suit guy or whatever, one of those, like suits with the armor plate on it, even more so than that version. And you can really see the differences in it. And he's got the different colored metals, and anyway, it's kind of a repainter's dream figure. There's a lot to do. I like the ears better too. This one I never sharpened them. I've kind of Mr. Sharpener And I never sharpened his ears. And there is a better face sculpt for that one out there. But that's the first one I did, and I'm kind of scared to change it. It's kind of historical to me. So he's going to remain as he is. I know there's better thighs, and I've seen some incredible redos of this figure that just blew me away. But this was my first one. And then so this guy, since he's got a much better physical sculpt, much better to me, I like it. I just said, oh, let's just go with that. I love the head sculpt. I love the ears. I like the way the neck is set in there. I really like all that. I like the way his, it reminds me a little bit of The Batman, the Pattinson, which borrowed from a lot of this. But I went in, you can see the eyes glint. I put gloss on the eyes, repainted aspects of the face, made him a little meaner, and toned down the bright gold. Put black lines in there. It's actually dark gray lines in there. Used all kinds of shades. It was just fun. There's all kinds of shades in this thing. So I just went nuts with it and had a good time. So I don't know whether I'm late to the game, whether this is an older figure, really. I never saw a date on it. Yeah, I cut the boxes apart and I didn't think to date it. But for me, it was totally new. I'd never seen it before. If it's recent, well, there you go. And I had enough Batman with the black bat on a gray suit. I kind of liked the gold bat thing. So that gives me something different. And I just like him. I like the head sculpt. I like the expression. And all the armor. So if you can see it, if you can see all the micro detailing I did, all the dirt and ding and all that, yes, it was a blast. I've been waiting to ding up a Batman and make him look like he's just dirty from combat for a while now. And this one satisfied that. So if you like, give me a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, feel free to subscribe. Always welcome. Newcomers may be seated. Comment away. Comment about what I've done, what I could do, what I can consider. Throw in a comment if you want me to do a bigger cape, a secondary cape. It would have to join at the neck. Two joins come around and hang and be, I want it to do all that. And right now I've seen some of these that Batgirl did, and I didn't see that kind of level of detail. Doesn't mean I'm not going to get a cape. I may make one, but I really love Batgirl's material. And there's other folks that are doing capes. I like their material better. So this is an older, better material, and that's what I want if I do it, a very thin, wired version. Anyway, yeah, so comment away. Comment away. Tell me what you think. And glad to see you Batman fans out there again. Hi to everybody. Just kids and dad and other Batman collectors and customizers and people. Ibrahim, you're still kicking butt. All you guys that are doing this kind of stuff, please come back and say something and let me know you're out there, because I'm watching you guys, and we'll see what you think of this, and we'll come back next time with something completely different. Oh, silently counting down for Batman Returns. Take care, y'all.